Hello and welcome to today's video. I'd like to thank Solbio for actually supporting this channel. And Solbio is a completely natural toilet fluid. It can be also used in the waste tank. It's environmentally friendly as it's made from completely natural ingredients. So if you'd like to know more about this product, there'll be more at the end of the current video, and there will be links below. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the Caravaning Summer Show in Jastarnia, Poland. Right, so we've got a bit of wind here, so I'm going to have to shout a bit and hope you can hear me above the wind. I've got here a caravan with a tent in the roof. It's a mini caravan. It's a, I don't know, I was calling them teardrop caravans. Let's now have a bit of a look at it, and then I'll show you around not only the caravan, but also the area where we are right now. So lifestyle camper it's called. It's manufactured in Ukraine, and let's okay, have a look what it looks like inside. Now you're looking for something like this somewhere in the region of around, I think it's around 13,000 euros. For this one here is going to cost more because it's got more added onto it, such as it's got this television up here, although it can come without the television. And here we've got the lighting, outer light, upper light, back light. I'll turn the back light on, and you can see that the back light has actually come on. I'll show you. There's directly into the inverter, and there we've got even more lights now. Okay, and we've got a bit of ventilation as well. Now, what's it like in here? Well, there's plenty of space down there to put your feet, should you so want. Let's have a look in here. Oops, and they've got a bit of storage, so you can keep your clothes or your dog food or whatever in there. And you've got the same at the other side as well. Another feature of which I certainly personally appreciate are these nets which are on the side of the walls. Now also here I notice there is a cup holder. There's a door on either side, which seems to me to be the done thing in vehicles of this nature. And I mentioned earlier that, but the light went on, so there you go. There's the light all the way around. So that gives you a bit of a look in the interior, hooks and what have you. Obviously you could do it up to your own request inside. Now let's come out a bit as well. The external material comes, I believe, from the United States, hard stuff, and it is very obviously weatherproof. Now we'll come down here and have a look at the kitchen. And so gas, water, and here we'll have the fridge. There's the fridge, and you can get a fridge like this from Dometic, for example, amongst other companies that actually do it. Now here, let's look at the power situation up here. Right, so now on 13.6, it's and right, well there's the rest of USB, car supply, inverter power, 220, lots of 220, and obviously now if you've got something like this, you get battery to suit. And for example, if you've got a LifePro 4 battery and you have power that and lasts for ages, particularly if you've got a bit of solar to go with it. What's in here? Let's have a look. Oops. And electrics there. And now we know where the corkscrew is. So this is towards the end of this event here, so people are now leaving us. Just set off the engine, as you can hear. Right, now what you can do in something like this, you've got a tent in the roof, which that's obviously comes as extra, but it's an option. And in a case like this, you've got this magnificent view of Jastarnia, the port, the marina, dates to 1928. And in here we have, that looks like the toilet, but that's where the battery is. In fact, no, we won't open, just have to take that off, but I can show you this here. There you go. That's for your external shower if you want one. Now here, this material, this X-line, it's very tough, and it's very much designed for hard use outdoors. So not only is there wind, but there's now a racket from the vehicles. Oh, and this has been locked, otherwise I'd show you in there. I can't get it open, never mind. But it's a big box, and you can sort of carry all sorts of stuff. Another thing it's got, which is quite curious, is this here, and here, and here. This is ventilation to allow the whatever's in there to actually breathe, should it be necessary. But it's protected from the rain. And one of the questions I said, well, doesn't the water get in? So thinking here from the camper van, but of course, I mean, there's plenty of cars that have boots and the water doesn't get in either. So right, what I'll do is this is the end of the event, the people are now going, but I'll just actually show you up there. You see there's other vehicles in this class here as well, but anyway, so what I'll do now, I think I'll just leave you with this look. You've got a couple there looking at this, whom I don't know, and looking at this vehicle. And so if you want to have any more information on it, I'll give you the name of the company, Osin Camper, and they are here. Lifestyle Camper, which is info@lifestylecamper.pl. Right, so this is, there we are, Lifestyle Camper. Is that coming out? There you go, Lifestyle Camper. So, and there's the business card as well here. So, thanks very much for watching, and all the best from Jastarnia. This is the first time ever that I have accepted any support for promoting a product on YouTube. Now, I've been on YouTube now for 15 years, and I've been doing the van life stuff for a number of years as well. The reason I haven't accepted support in the past is because I felt it had to be something which I really agreed with, and a product I knew. So I had to feel 100% about recommending it to others. This is Solbio, and this is a toilet additive. Now, what's the point of a toilet additive? Well, when you use the toilet, then it goes into a cassette, and you have to dump the cassette somewhere. Now, if you just urinate into it, then there should be no problem. But if you put any solids into it, then it makes it a bit more difficult. Now, one thing you can do is, if you have constant diarrhea, then you may not need a toilet additive, because you should be able to dump it without any problems. For those of you who don't suffer from this problem, then one thing you might want to consider doing, in fact, one thing you're going to have to consider doing, is using a toilet additive. Now, there's two types. There's the blue stuff, which is manufactured by a number of companies, and it works pretty well. No problems there whatsoever with the way it works. Oh, there's the green stuff, which is ecologically based. Now, up until now, the green stuff didn't work as well as the blue stuff. But I think with Solbio, we're now seeing a comparative working rate. It works just as well. So it's ecological. What it's got inside are natural soaps, it's got natural citric acid, it's got essential oils and plant extracts, and that breaks down whatever it is that you're throwing into the toilet, or releasing into the toilet, I should say. And when you come to a dump station, you can just tip up your cassette and it all flows in nicely. Now you may say, well, I have constant diarrhea, and so therefore I don't need something like that. Well, that may be the case, but one thing that this has got, it's got a rather pleasant fragrance to it as well. Now, I personally like the fragrance of the blue stuff, but I know I'm in a small minority on that one. One thing I noticed when I've been doing tests of really small vehicles, such as 5.5 meter ones above all, so as soon as you open the door, you have this fragrance, let's say, of the blue stuff sort of hits you. Now, with this one here, Solbio, it's got a more natural sort of smell. It's a bit like eucalyptus. I'm trying to find a good way of actually describing it, and the best thing I could think of, it's got these cough drops or these eucalyptus like sweets, and it's got this type of fragrance within the toilet anyway. And if you're in a small van, I bet it could fill up the small van. I haven't really noticed it sort of when I'm sitting here in this position, for example, but maybe I'm not using enough of it to actually notice. Next thing is it safe to use? Well, the thing with the blue stuff is there are good reasons to suggest that it may not be completely safe to use. I mean, it does break things down in a chemical manner. I mean, I'm not going to suggest it's dangerous or anything like that, but I don't think it is particularly good for the environment. If it comes into contact with plants or things of this nature, I mean, there's warnings that, I mean, if you get it in a fish tank or something like that, I don't know why you want to put it in a fish tank, but if you put it in the fish tank, then the fish will die. So this, as it comes from natural things, you assume that it's okay. Now the blue stuff as well, I've noticed I always get it on my hands. And not only that, I mean, obviously I sort of miss the toilet as well. But sorry, I get it into the toilet bowl. I don't miss the toilet, I miss the sort of the hole where you open up for the toilet. And it sort of stains, and it takes a few flushes for it to actually go down. I don't know if that's bad or not, but it's with this stuff, it's almost translucent. Not quite, but almost. As is when you dump it out, which seems a bit odd the first time. You think, hang on just a minute, I'm sure I didn't just urinate in there. But that's the way it is. The manufacturers say it doesn't cause skin irritation. I have never experienced skin irritation from the blue stuff, but I have heard of people having this problem. And let's have another look at it, because here it comes in two. One's for marine use and the other's for motorhome use. Now it could be that mariners use the toilet or they eat something a bit more dodgy, or I don't know, but it's different. This contains 40 doses, and it's dosed via this thing down here, this little tap. Now I know there are people who are suspect of these taps. Now I previously worked in the packaging industry, and indeed I used to give talks being an expert. I don't think I was much of an expert, but I do know a little bit about it. This technology is perfectly safe, I think, to use. It's not, I mean, it's often used in bag-in-the-box applications, and so you get wine or something, the wine's in a box, and they've got this tap that sticks out, and you use it. In the company I used to work, where we produced blueberry juice, we used this technology, and I've never known the taps to go wrong in my direct experience. But when they first came out, I agree there was problems with them. I've heard of people saying they put something in the fridge, or in the van, and something hit here. In theory, you're supposed to knock both ends down at this. Oh, sorry, pull them both up and press down at the same time to get it to work. So I mean, I do accept that these things can go wrong. Just as, I mean, if you don't close a bottle properly, everything will go out. But I make that part. Other than that, the bag may seem a little unsturdy because of the way it is. But I can tell it's made from recycled. It's green plastic. It's I think it's quite safe. So There's some observations on this, and as far as I'm concerned, I really do think it is a good solution for you. Now, it costs roughly the same as the blue stuff. There isn't much difference. Now, I do appreciate that if there was a price difference, that might be a problem. Although, I think if you're into motorhomes, then you've probably like living in harmony with nature, which is what I'm in it for, really. I think it's the call of nature, this contact with nature and all the rest of it. So I think that protecting nature is something that I would want to do. Whether or not I'm prepared to pay a premium, yes, maybe I'm prepared to pay a little bit of a premium for it, but in all honesty, between this one and the blue stuff, there's hardly any difference. Right, so if you find that of interest, there will be a link below. It's not an affiliate link, it just tells you where to get the stuff from. I'm not on any affiliate programs at all, deliberately, so nobody can accuse me of trying to promote something to get the affiliate link. But I do absolutely believe in this product. So, thanks very much for watching. I am currently at a place called Alexa Camping, or Camping Alexa, in northern Poland, and you may have heard some of the noises on the outside from the campsite, but I shall tell you more about that in another video. So, there you go. This is about Solbio. Thanks for watching.